All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for a few real people just like you and just like me. So, Journey last night in Times Square. I had to go back and get a video clip of it because, again, I've been very much under the weather, strapped into my 1990 Dodge Omni with the hatchback. And I'm thinking now that a lot of people are wondering maybe Deen Castronovo is riding shotgun with me in the Dodge. Not sure. Deen was MIA at the Journey concert last night. They, did a little panning around the stage, and I looked at the drum kit, and lo and behold, there was another person there who I did not recognize. So I don't know who was playing drums last night for Journey. It was not Deen Castronovo. Now, was the show live? Was it choreographed, and then do they put a vocal track behind it? No. These were live vocals last night. And at times, I'm just being honest, I know there are a lot of people around the Pacific Rim that are going to want to hit me over the head with a baseball bat, but that was not a good third song. Don't Stop Believin', which has become this band's anthem for better or for worse. This is New Year's Eve. This is their signature song. I know it's cold. I know they had Neal Schon dressed a bit like the Michelin Man last night, which, again, his wife is quite the fashionista. So I'm thinking she should have stepped in and said, how about a nice leather jacket with some fur lining or something? I know it's cold and you have to negotiate with the weather, I guess, and then put fashion statements aside. And I guess if you have to play guitar and you have to actually play it live, then you need some mobility. Jonathan Cain looked very relaxed and happy to be there. He's been jet setting all over the place to Florida and Vegas and up to New York. And I think he said he needs a vacation, and he and his wife are going to go out and do something for themselves in the month of January. Good for him. He's been very busy. But Deen not being there, yeah, I would probably say, because New York City is tighter than a drum right now. It was a much smaller crowd, although I don't know what defines a crowd that can pass the Dodge Omni from one person to another, because I was watching a report yesterday from a very well-known doctor who went on with a total conspiracy theorist nut job television program, which I'm being a little bit tongue-in-cheek here, and said that this thing is really out of control, contagious. So if you get the Dodge Omni, your friend might be driving one as well. If I'm in the driver's seat, then Deen Castronovo, my guess is he's riding shotgun. So Deen probably got zapped before the show, right? They aim that little gun at you. In the old days, it used to be like under the tongue for a minute or whatever. Nowadays, it's instantaneous. We know it's 100% accurate, just like the testing is. So, so my guess is they had an alternate just in case, or maybe they didn't. Maybe they just had to call around. Hey, the drummer is probably somebody knows. All right. And I don't know who the drummer is. I didn't get a really good look at him. I was trying to check to see if Todd Jensen was playing bass, and I think he was, but it was mostly focused on Neal and Arnell. That's where the cameras were. The set, like I said, was too short. And then the ending, especially with the signature song, was very problematic for me. You know what I do? I don't watch it. I will walk away from the computer or whatever device I have it on. Sometimes I'll Bluetooth it into some speakers to do it a little bit more audio justice. And when I do that, things get even worse, quite honestly. If I have it on a really good system, I sit there and I go, because there are just notes and timing and cadence and all of that stuff that happens during certain songs. And I begin to wince. So I know I'm having some difficulties with it. And I don't pretend to be the greatest expert on all of the intricate details of how a song is supposed to sound. But like I tell people, like I've told people for a few years, I got these things, the ears, and they're still working despite being in the Dodge Omni. The hearing has been like top notch. Some other issues going on, but I'm slowly pulling the car out of the ditch. And, like I tell people, it's the common car with a few added features that I think you'll really enjoy. So this performance itself was not the band's greatest moment. The drummer who had made the big comeback New Year's Eve, he's not allowed to get out there and perform. That's got to be bumming him out severely. And also, if he is a little, under the weather or is riding shotgun here, then I hope he feels better. The good news is the Dodge Omni is a very common car. And even though the old ones haven't been seen for quite some time, the new edition of the old version is out there. And I think people can definitely get through it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm actually talking to you as proof of that. So I know anecdotal evidence is no longer admissible in the court of medical opinion, but here I am. And I wish the best for this band in 2022. I am going to say something a bit controversial, so buckle in. Here it is. I don't think they can continue at this level without, making some changes. Meaning that if they want to go on the big tour and they're going to be with Toto, they're going to have Billy Idol on tour with them. I know technology is everybody's friend these days, but last night they did not use any technology. I could not hear it because if it was technology, it's really bad tech. I guess if you want to make it sound realistic, maybe you make it sound that way. I say last night it's freezing cold. That would be the moment to probably sing along to a track. And I would forgive that last night. I would say, you know what? Freezing cold. Neal Schon looks like the Michelin Man. Deen's not there. Todd Jensen's there. There's still no Randy Jackson in the band. They're doing a medley of 3 songs under 6 minutes. Just do your thing. Launch into 2022 with the momentum of last night's show, and then fine tune as you need to fine tune. But there needs to be probably a serious sit down conversation with some people. I know contracts might be up this year, and I'm wondering if maybe a change is needed. This is a difficult catalog to sing, and I know people all around the Pacific Rim are going to hit me again with a baseball bat, but it just might be time. And I have nothing against anybody in this group. I think these people are all well-meaning, and they've done really well for quite some time with Arnell as their singer. And I don't know. This is just my opinion. Some people are going to be angry, but go listen, go do it yourself. It's on Instagram, by the way, which is weird. It's not uploaded anywhere else, but you can watch it on Instagram, and then you be the judge of what you hear. So that's it. That's my take on last night's Journey Rockin' New Year's Eve. Not up to the high standards that Dick Clark would have wanted. But then again, quite honestly, most of the music last night was almost unlistenable for me.